You'll probably have noticed that I haven't really appeared on the old Vlogmas videos as yet, and that's partly because I've got a bit of a horrible old cold and I've had quite a croaky old voice up until now. But also, yeah, I haven't, I guess because I've not been well as well, I haven't been looking too great. The skin's playing up and it's all a bit, well, it's all a bit gross and I don't want it on camera and I'm sure you don't want to see it. So I've kind of been hiding behind the lens and vlogging from behind here, and I'm going to keep doing it for now. But I thought I'd chat to you about some yarns. Socks, actually, is what I'm thinking of. I haven't actually cast on any Advent socks this year, which is a bit bizarre. And I haven't, yeah, I kind of haven't had the urge to make any Christmas socks, so that feels a bit wrong. But I have got something in mind. These colours are what I have in mind, you see. This is why I'm holding them. So my idea for quite a few months now has been to make a pair of stripy socks. I haven't seen any self-striping yarns that's exactly the colours that I want, that just like my Christmas favourites all together. So I thought I'd get the separate minis and make my own striping socks. So these are basically what I've got so far. So a lovely Christmas red, gorgeous soft pink, and then I really like a sort of jadey green and the sort of soft minty green. This could possibly have been a little bit more, there's a very certain colour, it's sort of a greeny blue that I really like. I sort of think of it as a kind of a 50s colour, but with that sort of darker green. You quite often see it at Christmas time on wrapping papers and things. I've had various different bits that just have this certain colour palette that I really love, that just makes my heart sing. But anyway, this is pretty close to it. So these two I got in a set from Beehive Yarns. It was a set of 5. I think I showed them on one of my podcasts, actually. Maybe not the last one, the one before, which is not going to help because you don't know which one was the last one or the one before. But anyway, they're in my Ravelry stash if you particularly wanted to look. But yes, it was Beehive Yarns. So those two. This one I got quite a while ago from Knit Cosmic Strings, just because I really like that minty green colour. And this one I picked up from Yarnporium when I was there the other day, and this is from River Knits. So that's just a gorgeous jade green. So I really like those together. And then I always imagined I'd pair them with white, and that would be the perfect colourway. But I was sort of struggling to find my white. I've got this little mini, which is a kind of creamy white, but actually it's only 10 grams and I'd really rather have 20. Maybe 10 grams would be enough. See, everything looks better sometimes on the camera. That looks fine on the camera, doesn't it? So anyway, basically what I was going to ask you is what my 5th colour should be. So now that I've finished my crochet jumper, I've got some of this just plain white or off-white yarn that's got a bit of sparkle in it. So I could use that. That's the most neutral choice. That's a Rosy Moments yarn that I got ages ago from a Fibre East. So that could be my 5th colour. Or I've got this one, which is called Neapolitan. No, it's not. It's called Napoleon, the cake that conquers the world. See, that's just got a little bit of something going on in there, a little bit of creamy, orangey little speckles. So I could have that as my 5th colour. That might work rather well, actually. Yeah, I quite like that. Or my other choice is an Annaboo's House yarn, because there's a bit of pink and white in there, but would it contrast enough? See, I think that pink's a little bit too close, isn't it? But I remembered I had this one and that it was a lovely subtle sort of contrast. But then when I remembered that and found that out, then I also remembered that I'd got a mini from her, I think this one might be even more, it might be the same colourway, I'm not sure, but this one looks like an even more subtle version. So this is dyed with, she uses natural dyes. So what's this first word? I can't quite make that out. Something anyway. Logwood and it's something to do with chlorophyll, isn't it? Chlorophyllum. I think it's just got some ever so pale. I wonder if that gives the purple. Although you'd think chlorophyllum, I thought it was something to do with green. I thought it had a very pale green in there. So I'm not quite sure if this is exactly the same. Actually, it looks more peachy than that pink. Anyway, this is all jabbering to say, or that could be my other choice. So what do you think? Which one should I go for? So the plain sparkles, completely neutral. A slight little bit of pink, but still quite neutral, or a little bit of sort of creaminess with a touch of speckle. I don't know, whenever I see the speckly ones with a bit of tint in, I think plain white would be best, and then whenever I hold the plain white up, I think it looks a bit dull. What would you do? What would your advice be? And then I also brought down to show you, because I've been thinking about this colourway for ages, and like I say, I've had Christmas things in it. I had some lovely cascades and tags one year that had all of those colourways on. Oh, they were so pretty. I love those tags. I almost wanted to keep them all for myself. But anyway, yes. When we went to America and we went to David's Tea, I got myself a little Christmas David's Tea set to save and use now. And lo and behold, look at all the colours of the David's Tea. I mean, it hasn't got the pink, I suppose, but it's got the red, and it's got the sort of minty green, and it's got a more jadey green, and it's got the white. So yeah, it's almost like a David's Tea inspired Christmas sock. It could be. I just thought it's funny. I'm obviously attracted to this same colourway again and again. So it'd be a good thing to have socks in it, wouldn't it? Because I obviously like it. But yeah, let me know which of these choices you think would be best.